The idea is the mole will come along, be digging, push the dirt up, and when it does, bam! That thing jumped like 2 feet in the air. Today for Mousetrap Monday, we're going to catch moles in my yard with one of the most powerful mole traps that I've ever seen. It's called the Talpirid Mole Trap, and it's pretty much so powerful with these 2 huge springs that you can't set it unless you place it in the ground and step on it with your foot. There's jaws down here. I'm going to try to do this with my hands. It's not easy. I did get it. It clicked into place, and it's pretty convenient because you know when you caught a mole, the yellow lever on top will spring when a mole goes inside and gets caught. Now there's a trigger down here. When the mole pushes on that, those will slam shut. But it's going to be so much force, I don't want my fingers anywhere near that. The idea is the mole will come along, be digging, push the dirt up, and when it does, bam! That thing jumped like 2 feet in the air. Wow! But you can see it will definitely kill a mole. Now it's hard to show how this trap works when I'm inside, so let's go to my yard and find a mole tunnel. Well, it's a good thing we have a giant mole trap because as you can see, I have a major mole problem. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 large mole hills in the back, and there's many more in a network of tunnels. The moles are digging and pushing the dirt to the surface. So I'm going to locate a tunnel and set our trap. And to do that, I have a metal rod right here. We're going to push it down in the dirt, find a tunnel, and then dig it out with our hori knife. Now normally the mole tunnels are closer to the surface and you can crush them with your foot, but these are deeper, so I'm going to completely dig it out for the trap. Let's locate one with the rod and start digging. There's one right between this molehill and this molehill, a good place to set up our trap. Now I placed the trap over the tunnel so I know how wide to dig the hole. I have a hori knife here with a serrated edge that cuts right through the sod and the roots. We'll go ahead and make a line right there. And one on this side. And start digging. That came off nicely. When I put the sod back, we'll never know we had a hole there. I can feel the mole tunnel on this side. There's some rocks. I can feel it over there too. I'm going to completely clear out the mole tunnel and we'll place our trap. Okay, our hole's all dug out. I'm going to set the trap with my foot. Now the jaws are ready to grab that mole on either side, but I need to place dirt in the middle so when it pushes it up, it hits the trigger. I'll pull out our set trap and place dirt right in the middle here. Making sure the sides with the jaws are clear. We'll put our trap back in there. The last thing to do is fill in the spaces with dirt. I'll put it all the way around. Okay, now all we need is the mole to come along, go through the jaws, push up that dirt, and we'll see the top yellow lever set off. It'll be sticking up. It's easy to check from the window, so stay tuned. We'll come back when we got a mole. Well, it's now the next morning, and one great thing about this trap is how easy it is to check. It got very cold last night, it's all frosty, but I can see from my window that yellow lever on top is sprung. It could mean we got a mole. So let's go outside and see what we got. Now I don't know what direction we caught our mole from, but the nice thing about this trap is you can get them coming from either way. We'll pull this up. Oh, we got it going from that direction. I'll go ahead and give this a little flip. Now normally in my videos, I feed the mice and rats we catch to wild animals, but I don't know if anything will eat a mole. So let's go set up the motion cameras at the beaver dam and see if there's any wild animals that will enjoy an underground mole snack. Well, as always, there was a bunch of wildlife activity at the beaver dam, but nothing ate our mole. At first, a nutria came and smelled it, but those are giant water rats from South America, another non-native invasive species that's an herbivore, so it didn't want to have anything to do with the dead mole. Also, a bunch of raccoons came by. They will eat meat, but they didn't want it either. And that black-tailed buck. It's almost breeding season, and he has some pretty funny antlers. One side's a big forked horn, but the other's all messed up. I don't know if the antlers were damaged while they were growing or if it's genetic, but it'd be pretty funny seeing that buck fight another deer. I came back day after day, but nothing wanted our mole. Moles are actually not rodents, they're insectivores, and maybe its diet or the way it smells just doesn't make it appetizing. Now I've tested out a lot of different mole traps. This is pretty interesting, but it's not my favorite. It would work well if the mole tunnels were near the surface, but the moles I have are deep down, so unless you do a lot of digging, the jaws won't work. My overall opinion of this trap is it's really powerful for such a small animal. It's pretty difficult to set. You have to get it just right and step on it, but it can work well in the right situation. Thank you so much for watching my videos, and thanks to all the viewers who are sending me art. I love seeing the pictures. If you haven't subscribed, please consider clicking that button. I've posted over 600 videos on YouTube, and currently I'm posting new videos every Monday and Friday. So if you want to see the best videos on how to catch mice, rats, squirrels, chipmunks, moles, voles, and gophers, stay tuned. Bam.